Chosen ones, what I'm about to share may surprise you, even shock you. Have you ever wondered why, despite your efforts to stay in the background, you've always felt like you didn't quite fit in? Have you felt like something inside of you is undeniable, but others are too blind to see it? If you're watching this video, it is not a coincidence. You are here for a reason. Who you truly are has been exposed, and now a detective is investigating you. Your name is being mentioned in conversations you should never have been a part of. Eyes are on you now, watching, analyzing, trying to understand what makes you different. And the truth is, you gave yourself away. It was not a mistake. It was not carelessness. It was inevitable. No matter how much you try to blend in to stay unnoticed, your presence has become undeniable. The way you move, the way you think, and the way you change everything around you has become too distinct. You are not like them. You never were. For years they ignored you. They rejected you. They lied to you. But now they see what has always been there. Your potential is no longer a secret. The power you carry, the influence you have, it's impossible to ignore. You've entered rooms and changed the energy. You spoke and people listened. You didn't ask to be recognized, but recognition came anyway. And now, they don't know what to do with you. The system thrives on predictability and control. And you? You're the variable they never saw coming, and that frightens them. That's why they sent someone, a detective, not just to investigate, but to understand, to figure out how you did it. But here's the thing they can't comprehend. There is nothing to understand. This isn't something you learned. This isn't something you faked. This is you. No amount of investigation, no number of questions, will ever give them the answer they seek. They know your name now. They know you're different. And that's why they fear you. Listen closely. This message is not for everyone. It is for the chosen ones, for those whose hearts burn with truth. If these words resonate with you, know that this message is for you. Jesus Christ knew that this message would reach you at the right time, and it has. This is exactly what you need to hear. This is a divine call to remind you of your true power. You are not meant to shrink back or hide. This is your moment. It's very important that you accept this call, for it is one of awakening. Now, let's go deeper. Before we continue, I want to take a moment to thank all of you who have supported this channel through Super Thanks. Your generosity is deeply appreciated, and whether or not you donate, your presence and engagement mean the world to me. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to leave a comment below with 777 to signify that you're ready to embrace your truth, ready to walk in the light that you were always meant to shine. Now, let's explore this deeper as your journey into awakening continues. God's chosen ones, a detective is after you. You fucked everyone. Chosen ones, listen carefully. You didn't always know who you were. For much of your life it was merely a struggle, a constant fight to survive, to make sense of your place in this world. Each night you lay awake, questioning, seeking answers, trying to open your eyes to the truth. But what you didn't realize was that you had already won the war. Do you understand now? The questions you raised, the doubts you had, were not signs of weakness, but signs of strength. You challenged the systems that were designed to keep you confined. You broke free from their boundaries, rejecting their molds, and in doing so, you scared them. Every choice you made, every act of rebellion, sent ripples through the order they had carefully constructed. You refused to accept the identity they had forced upon you. Does it make sense to you now that you were never meant to be ordinary? You were never meant to fit into their narrow definition of success. In their eyes, you were a threat, long before you even realized it. Now, as you stand in your power, as your light shines brighter, they can no longer ignore you. Your name is spoken, your presence felt. You are no longer invisible to them. The system, the structures they created, now sees you as a danger. Have you ever felt that way? That your mere existence, your refusal to conform, puts you at odds with those in power. They want to know who you are. They want to understand the source of your strength because you have become uncontrollable. Your uniqueness threatens the very system that depends on conformity. The harder you push against the mold, the more desperately they will try to subjugate you. They will resort to fear tactics. They will spread lies, poison your mind with doubt, whisper that you are walking down the wrong path. They will try to isolate you, to take away everything that you rely on. And why? Because they fear your light. You have to understand that darkness fears light the most. Have you ever wondered why the truth is so often buried beneath layers of lies? It's because the truth has the power to destroy the very foundations of the world they've built. The same thing happened when Jesus was threatened by those who didn't want his message to spread. In John 3:19-20, it says, "This is the verdict. Light has come into the world, but people loved darkness instead of light because their deeds were evil. Everyone who does evil hates the light and will not come into the light for fear that their deeds will be exposed." Just as the Pharisees feared the truth of Jesus, so too will those in power fear the truth you carry. This path will not be easy. There will be obstacles, countless hurdles designed to make you falter, to make you question your decisions. But each obstacle, every challenge you face, is a test, and it is through these tests that you will grow stronger. You will become more determined. Have you ever found that the hardest challenges in your life were also the ones that helped you become who you truly are? Remember, the harder they push against you, the stronger you become. The power you possess, the power that made you chosen, grows through resistance. The Apostle Paul wrote in Romans 5:3-4, "Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope." Through the suffering, through the struggles, your perseverance will grow, and with it, your character and hope. They will try to control your mind. They will whisper lies to you. "This war is pointless," they will tell you. "Go back. There is an easier way." But I ask you, how can you return once you have seen the truth? Once your eyes have been opened, can you ever close them again? You've seen the path. You know where it leads. And you understand that it is not just a journey, it's a calling. Think about the story of Martin Luther King Jr., who, despite all the threats and obstacles, did not falter in his commitment to truth and justice. His vision was clear, and he knew the importance of standing firm. In his famous "I Have a Dream" speech, he declared, "I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together." What made him stand strong in the face of such opposition? It was the truth that he carried, the light that he knew would not be extinguished. Now, let's move on to the second trap. Chosen ones, listen closely. Have you ever walked into a room and, without doing anything, noticed how all eyes turned to you? You didn't make any effort. You didn't even try. Yet, people's gazes were drawn to you. Men envied you, wanting to possess the kind of energy you radiated. Women, intrigued, sought to understand what made you different. Some desired you, while others feared you. But the truth is, no one could ignore you. Do you know why that is? It's because you are not ordinary. You carry a power within you that shifts the very energy of the space you occupy. You have the ability to influence the hearts of those who come near. Their heartbeats quicken in your presence, and without even realizing it, you become imprinted in their minds. Is it not fascinating? You have the power to alter the very essence of the environment simply by existing in it. Is this a blessing or a curse? You might ask. The answer is not simple, but it is in your hands. What do you believe? How do you view this power? The truth is that, as the chosen ones, you will never be left alone. The energy you possess is unlike anything those around you are used to. They cannot help but be drawn to you, trying to figure you out, trying to understand what makes you different. Some will be fascinated, while others will fear you. There will be those who wish to use you for their own benefit, those who see your potential as something they can exploit. And then there will be others who will want to destroy you, because your presence challenges their very existence. It's a difficult reality to face, but have you ever noticed this in your life? That the more powerful you become, the more resistance you encounter. When your energy disrupts the established order, the system fights back. Have you ever wondered why it feels as though some relationships begin to fade away, some friendships start to disappear? It's not a coincidence. It's a natural progression. Some people will move away from you, not because they don't care, but because your energy no longer aligns with theirs. And this, chosen ones, is not a loss. It's freedom. The world wants to pull you back into the mold they created, but you are meant for something higher. The Apostle Paul wrote in 2 Corinthians 6:14, "Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. For what partnership has righteousness with lawlessness? Or what fellowship has light with darkness?" Your energy is not meant to fit within the confines of a world that operates on a lower frequency. You are part of something greater, something universal. And in order to ascend, you must shed those connections that no longer serve your purpose. This is a truth that you must accept. The people who move away from you, the friendships that dissolve, were holding you back. They were preventing you from fully embracing your power. As you ascend to higher levels of consciousness and understanding, you will find that your energy will only be compatible with those who vibrate at the same frequency. Like Jesus, who encountered both followers and opponents, you must understand that not everyone is meant to walk this path with you. Matthew 10:34-36 states, "Do not think that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I have not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a person's enemies will be those of his own household." When you rise, when you embrace the power that God has bestowed upon you, there will be those who, unable to comprehend your energy, will pull away. This is not a loss, it is liberation. The relationships that fall away were necessary for your growth. Think about it. Wasn't it those very relationships that kept you anchored in a place of limitation? Now, as you ascend, you are free to explore new realms, meet new people who are aligned with your higher purpose, and embrace the power within you that makes you different from the rest of the world. Have you ever thought about what freedom truly feels like? The freedom to be your authentic self, free from the constraints of a world that demands conformity. Chosen one, another reason why you are noticed is the mystery you possess. Have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard others try, they can never seem to fully understand you? Your existence is like an unsolvable riddle, complex, elusive, and uniquely yours. People may try to recognize you, but they cannot solve the puzzle that is you, because you are not ordinary. You carry within you an energy that doesn't conform to the norms. It's a power that recreates itself in every moment, constantly evolving. And because of this, people who encounter you cannot forget you. Have you ever had someone come back into your life only to admit that they couldn't forget the first time they met you? There is an attraction in you that they cannot understand, something that draws them in, something beyond their comprehension. Some may chalk it up to luck. Others may believe your success is merely coincidence. But deep down, everyone knows there is something more, something different, a light that shines within you. It's undeniable. It's not luck. It's your essence. As it says in Matthew 5:14, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. You are meant to shine, chosen one, not to be hidden. Your light, this mystery within you, can never be concealed. Even if others try to dim it, it will always find a way to radiate. And that light, your energy, is what makes you unforgettable. Your speeches are captivating, your posture exudes strength, and your presence, it commands attention. When you walk into a room, when the energy shifts and silence falls, it is no coincidence. Have you ever experienced that shift, when the entire room becomes still in your presence? It's not something you intentionally do. People feel your energy, whether they are aware of it or not. Their subconscious recognizes you. You are an awakened soul in a world of sleepers. And the truth is, the awakened disturb the sleepers. When they get to know you, they will either be drawn to you or pushed away. Why is that? Why do some people feel this undeniable pull towards you while others recoil in fear? It's because you don't hide the truth. You live it, you embody it, and that power, your honesty, becomes a threat to those who prefer the safety of illusion. You possess the power to peel back the masks that others wear, revealing the truth that they would rather leave hidden. Does this sound familiar? Have you ever had someone try to disguise their true self around you, only for you to see through the facade? It's no wonder then that sometimes you've felt alone. Sometimes you've been misunderstood, even by those closest to you. But let me tell you this, it's not a curse, it's a blessing, because you're no longer burdened by those who don't understand you. You are free from the ordinary, free from the limitations that others have placed on themselves. Those who once stood in your way, who weighed you down, are no longer a part of your life. Don't view this as a loss. This, chosen one, is your liberation. The people who drag you down, the ones who siphon your energy without even realizing it, are leaving your life. They are making room for others, others who think like you, who feel like you. This is the power of energy. Have you ever realized that the energy you radiate is gravitational? What you think, you attract. If you hold strength in your heart and mind, strong, like-minded people will be drawn to you. But if you dwell in darkness, if you allow negativity to consume you, you will find that your life is filled with problems. Your thoughts, your beliefs, they create your reality. This is why you must be careful, chosen one. Your mind is not just a tool for thought. It is the creator of your world. In Romans 12:2 it says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will." This is the key. Your transformation, your power, begins in your mind. And just as the trials of life have shaped you, remember that those trials are necessary. They strengthen you. The strong, like you, are always tested. Think about someone like Oprah Winfrey, who faced numerous obstacles throughout her life, but used each challenge to fuel her success. She once said, "The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams." Her story is a testament to the strength that arises from facing adversity head-on. She embraced the trials, knowing that they were shaping her, making her stronger, and helping her attract the right energy into her life. The same is true for you. Each trial you face is not a burden, it is an opportunity for you to grow, to evolve, and to align with the energy of those who are like you. This is the path of the chosen ones. You are meant for greatness, and your journey is not meant to be easy. But each step you take, Each challenge you face will bring you closer to the fulfillment of your purpose. And as you rise, you will find that the right people, those who share your energy, will be there with you. You are creating your reality. Make it one that reflects the truth of who you truly are. Chosen one. Throughout history, God's chosen ones have walked the same path. They too were recognized. They made enemies, and they faced trials. But in the end, God's divine plan was fulfilled, and they found their true identity. Have you ever wondered how many others walked a similar journey before you? Take Moses, for example. He was chosen by God, but did he triumph the moment God called him? Number. In fact, he went through some of the most difficult trials imaginable. Born a prince in Pharaoh's palace, Moses still had to go into the wilderness, seeking God in solitude. It was there that he learned to rely on God's power, not Pharaoh's, to free his people. Before he could lead the Israelites, Moses had to break his own chains, his doubts, his fears, and even his identity. He too was tested, rejected, and alone. But in the end, he succeeded in fulfilling the mission God had given him. Isn't it remarkable how even the greatest leaders had to face unimaginable struggles before their true purpose was revealed? And don't forget about Jesus Christ. He too was recognized, but he wasn't just the carpenter's son. He accepted God's call, and even Satan himself had to face him. Jesus fasted for 40 days in the desert, enduring hardships and temptations. Satan tried to tempt him by offering all the kingdoms of the world, but Jesus refused. Why? Because he knew that true power came from God, not from earthly dominion. Jesus paid the ultimate price for his obedience. He was betrayed by those closest to him. His friends turned their backs on him. Yet, through it all, God's purpose was fulfilled. Jesus Christ rose triumphant over death itself. In the same way, you may face betrayal, misunderstanding, and rejection. But remember, this path is not a curse. It is the path of God's chosen. You are following this same path. You have been noticed, chosen one. Maybe your friends are turning against you, or society doesn't understand you. Perhaps your enemies wish to destroy you, but these are merely tests. Have you considered that the very struggles you face could be shaping you for something greater? Just as God tested Moses, Abraham, and Jesus, he is testing you. But take heart, God is with you. You are never alone. He will strengthen you through the trials you face. The Bible tells us in Isaiah 41:10, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." God's support is constant, and as long as you stay true to his calling, victory will be yours. The path you walk is not an easy one, but like Abraham, Moses, and Jesus, you must keep going, even when the obstacles seem insurmountable. People will not believe in you. They will try to defame you, to break you down. But as long as you stay in God's will, victory is certain. The trials you face are refining you, testing your strength, and preparing you for greater things. The Apostle James writes in James 1:12, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him." So, chosen one, choose your next steps carefully. Conserve your energy, for the road ahead may be long and difficult. Stay away from people who harm you, and avoid environments that do not bring you closer to God. Just as David, despite being chased by Saul, maintained his faith in God's promises, you must also trust that God will guide you through every trial. Increase your strength through prayer and meditation on his word, for it is in your connection with God that your true power lies. You are a chosen one, and the world has recognized you. You cannot hide anymore. As it says in Matthew 5:14, "You are the light of the world." A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Your light shines for all to see. Embrace it and let it lead you to the victory God has prepared for you. Chosen one, another reason you are so noticeable is because of the immense strength you carry within yourself and the high spiritual frequency you radiate. While many people move through life unaware of the deeper energies at play, you have the ability to alter the atmosphere around you. Your presence creates a field of energy that others can feel, even if they don't fully understand it. This energy affects people in different ways. Some may feel calm and reassured, while others may feel uneasy and even threatened. This contrast occurs because you are not like everyone else. The power that flows through you is unlike what most people encounter in their daily lives. It forces them to confront parts of themselves that they may not be prepared to face, bringing their deep-seated fears and insecurities to the surface. Have you ever noticed how some people you meet are either intensely drawn to you, or they seem to keep their distance, almost as though they are avoiding you for no clear reason? This is the result of your energy being recognized, whether they consciously realize it or not. There's a magnetic pull in your presence, and it affects people in ways that are beyond their control. Those who are drawn to you find peace, inspiration, or a sense of connection that they can't quite explain. On the other hand, those who are disturbed by your energy often feel the need to back away, unsure of what it is about you that makes them feel uncomfortable. It's the power of your light. They cannot deny it, but they may not understand it either. Why is this? What is it about your presence that causes such strong reactions? Could it be that you, chosen one, act like a mirror to those around you? Your very existence reflects something deep within them. Whether that reflection is one of strength, clarity, or even something they would rather not confront. When people look at you, they are not just seeing you, they are seeing themselves. And that's where the discomfort lies for some. They are forced to face who they truly are, or perhaps who they have been avoiding becoming. Your light calls them to become more, but for some, the fear of growth and change is too much to bear. As a result, some will judge you harshly, without understanding the true depth of your being. Others, however, will be drawn to you, inspired by the light you carry. This dynamic is not new. In fact, it has been happening for centuries. Think about Jesus Christ. He too was a source of immense light, and just as your presence causes a stir, so did his. In John 8:12, he declared, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." Jesus' light revealed the truth in those around him, and just like you, he faced both admiration and opposition. Those who could not accept the truth he brought turned away, while those who recognized his light were transformed by it. Jesus didn't just walk into a room. He changed the energy of the room by simply being in it. And in the same way, you shift the energy around you, whether you realize it or not. Have you ever thought about how difficult it must have been for someone like Maya Angelou, who had the courage to stand in her truth, often shining light on uncomfortable subjects? She was a beacon of wisdom and strength, yet faced resistance from many who weren't ready to face the truth she illuminated. Despite this, she stood firm in her light. She said, "We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty." Maya's light and strength came from the transformations she had undergone, the trials she had endured, and the wisdom she had gained. Like her, you too carry the power of transformation. And as you continue to shine, your energy will challenge those who come into contact with it. You are like a mirror, chosen one, and your presence forces others to confront their own reflections. Some will be inspired by what they see, others will feel threatened by the truth they are faced with. But in either case, it's impossible for you to go unnoticed. Those who are ready for transformation will be drawn to you, while those who are not will turn away, finding it easier to reject your light than to confront the change it calls them to. In this way, your energy serves as a kind of filter, attracting those who are in alignment with your higher frequency and pushing away those who are not ready for the truth you embody. In your life, you will continue to encounter people who either seek to connect with you or shy away from you. This dynamic is not something to fear or question, but to embrace. It is a sign that you are walking in your power, that you are fully embodying the light within you. The more you stand in your truth, the more you will become a reflection of what others need to see. And while it may be challenging at times to accept that some will not understand you, remember that their discomfort with your energy is not a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of their own inner journey. Chosen one, another powerful sign of your uniqueness is the depth and impact of your gaze. Have you ever noticed that when you look at someone, they react in a way that seems beyond their control? Your eyes, the mirror of your soul, have the power to reach the deepest parts of those around you. Have you ever felt how your gaze can stir emotions in people that they didn't even know they had? Your eyes do not just see, they reveal. For those who are accustomed to living superficially, your gaze can be uncomfortable, for it brings their hidden fears and insecurities to the surface. They might look away, avoid your eyes, because they know you see more than they are willing to show. But you don't even have to try. Your inner strength does it naturally. Have you noticed that when you gaze at people, they sometimes seem unsettled, as if your eyes pierce right through them? On the other hand, some people find themselves drawn to you, unable to look away. Why do you think that is? They see something in your eyes, something they can't quite understand, but that they feel deeply attracted to. This is the result of your spiritual light and heightened awareness. You don't just look at them, you connect with them on a soul level. Your energy shines so brightly that it touches them even when you don't say a word. But do you ever wonder why this effect happens? Why do some people recoil from your gaze while others are magnetically pulled in? This is the reason your energy, your depth, and your awareness can scare others. You are not like everyone else. You are not just a physical being. You are a spirit sent to this world with a purpose, and that purpose is to bring change. Even when you remain silent, people feel your presence. Even if you're the quietest person in the room, your energy attracts attention. Have you ever experienced being in a room where no matter how silent you are, all eyes seem to be on you? It's because you don't need to shout to be heard. Your presence alone makes an impact. You don't need artificial gestures or loud words to be noticed. Your natural authority is enough. People can sense this authority, and they feel compelled to listen to you. They are curious about your thoughts. Have you ever thought about why people are so drawn to you? What do they see in you that they can't quite explain? The truth is, your awareness and your connection to a higher energy make you a beacon of truth. And because of that, you become a threat to those who are not ready to face the truth. The system, the world that tries to control, sees you as a challenge. They want to either ignore you or bring you into their fold. Why? Because they fear people who cannot be controlled. You are free, and that freedom is what scares them the most. Do you feel it? The more you embrace your freedom, the more others will try to stifle it. But you cannot hide anymore. Think of someone like Nikola Tesla, who was often misunderstood and dismissed by society, despite his incredible genius. Tesla's thoughts and ideas were so far ahead of his time that many tried to ignore him or silence him. Yet, his ideas changed the world. Tesla once said, "The present is theirs. The future for which I have really worked is mine." His brilliance, like yours, was a force of nature, and no matter how hard people tried to suppress him, his truth and his energy could not be contained. The world sees you, chosen one. They know who you are now. They tried to ignore you. They wanted to make you just another face in the crowd, but you don't have to hide anymore. No matter how much they try to deny it, the truth is clear. You are not ordinary. And even more importantly, you know it now too. You are a force of nature, and the world cannot contain you. This is a call for self-discovery. Everything and everyone that has tried to suppress your potential, to dim your light, or to make you smaller than you are, is meaningless now. Have you ever wondered why some people want to keep you small? Why do they try to make you fit into a box that you don't belong in? Your very existence, your mere presence, is proof enough. Your energy speaks for itself. You have woken up to your true self, and you cannot go back to sleep. Think of someone like Rosa Parks, who refused to stay seated when she knew she was called to stand for justice. Her refusal to be small in the face of injustice led to a monumental change in society. She didn't have to shout or demand attention. Her mere presence in that moment changed history. The system may try to silence you, chosen one. They may try to ignore you or co-opt your energy, but you are already awake. You cannot be made to sleep again. You are a light in this world, and your truth is undeniable. As it says in 1 John 1:5, "This is the message we have heard from him and declare to you, God is light. In him there is no darkness at all." You are the embodiment of this light, chosen one. And your light cannot be hidden, nor can it be extinguished by the forces that seek to dim it. Now, chosen one, you stand at a pivotal moment in your journey with two choices in front of you. Will you accept the role others have assigned to you and fade quietly into the background? Or will you embrace your true identity and carve your own path? What will it be? Do you feel the weight of this decision? Can you hear the call to rise above the ordinary and embrace your higher purpose? But remember this, people like you do not back down. You are a beacon, not just for yourself, but for everyone who is still lost within the confines of this world. Have you ever wondered how your awakening could spark a fire in others? Your realization will light the way for souls who are yearning for the same freedom. Your journey is not just about you. It is about everyone whose heart resonates with the truth you carry. You can no longer live as though you are just another person in the crowd. Your words, your posture, your mere presence create waves. Have you noticed how people are drawn to you, sometimes without even understanding why? They listen to you, and they are inspired by you, whether they realize it or not. But here's something crucial you must remember. Consciousness is a weapon. How will you wield this weapon? If you don't know how to use it, the world will try to silence you. Do you understand that the system fears your awareness? The truth you carry is dangerous to them, so they will try to either dismiss you or make you part of their control. What will you do when they try to hold you back? Will you let them? It's time to act consciously. Be quiet, but be effective. Speak when it is necessary, but avoid unnecessary battles. Choose your steps carefully. Every action you take will ripple out and affect not just you, but others on this path. Establish your own self-discipline, chosen one. Have you ever wondered why the world tries so hard to distract you, to pull you into endless internal struggles? They want you lost in confusion, unsure of who you are. Because when you are clear, you become unstoppable. But you are stronger than that. What if you could walk in complete alignment with your truth? When you walk in God's guidance, your path will be illuminated. Do you trust that? Psalm 119:105 says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." When you allow God to guide your steps, your journey will be clear, and no obstacle will be too great. What if, like David, you could walk with that same confidence, knowing that God's strength is with you? Think about David, how he stood firm, even when the world tried to make him small. David faced challenges, betrayals, and battles, but he never let go of his belief in God's plan. Have you faced rejection or challenges that made you question your path? Yet, David trusted that God's plan was greater than the obstacles before him. He said in 1 Samuel 17:37, The Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of this Philistine. And think about someone like Maya Angelou, whose words and actions ignited change. Maya faced countless struggles, but she never allowed herself to be defined by her circumstances. Her spirit was unbreakable, and you feel that unshakable strength rising within you. Maya once said, "We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated." Her resilience reminds us that standing in our truth, no matter how difficult, is a powerful act of defiance. How will you respond when faced with adversity? Will you shrink back, or will you stand firm, knowing that your purpose is greater than any challenge? The path ahead is yours, chosen one. What will you do with the power you've been given? The world may try to ignore you, to diminish your light, but you are already awake. The truth is out, and nothing can stop it. Will you continue to walk in the light, or will you allow the world to push you back into the shadows? As Philippians 4:13 reminds us, "I can do all this through him who gives me strength." Will you stand tall in that strength, knowing that you are never alone on this journey? Chosen one, this message is not for everyone, and you must know this with every fiber of your being. Have you felt that pull, the one that urges you to keep listening, even when the world tries to distract you? Those who have heard this message and felt nothing have already turned away, thinking it isn't for them. But they will regret missing this moment, because the truth that lies within this message is not just any truth. It's the key to unlocking the immense power that lies dormant within you. But even if they had stayed, they wouldn't have understood it. Can you sense that? That others can't hear what you hear, can't see what you see. So this message, the truth it carries, is only for those who are truly present. Is that you, chosen one? Are you ready to hear and accept what is about to be revealed? Now, listen carefully. Not one detective, not even 100 detectives, can unravel the depths of your true power. Have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard people try, they can never quite figure you out? The more they try to analyze you, the more they feel they are looking at something they cannot comprehend. That's because your power is not of this world. This is no ordinary power. This is a divine gift from God. It is a wisdom that surpasses human understanding. Can you feel the weight of this? This power is not something that can be measured by the world's standards or fit into their narrow boxes. It is a sacred gift, and it will remain hidden from those who are not ready to accept it. Only God has the ability to allow others to see it in its full glory. Think about that. Your power, your essence is so profound that it transcends human comprehension. It is something that only the chosen can truly understand. Isn't that incredible? No one can see the full extent of your potential. No one can decipher it. No one can make sense of it, because it's not meant to be understood by the masses. Have you ever noticed how people get uneasy around you? Maybe they can't quite put their finger on it, but they sense that there's something different about you. When they look at you, they feel that discomfort because your essence reflects something deeper, something that their minds cannot grasp. When they try to understand you, they feel a restlessness deep inside. Do you know that feeling? It's the subtle power of your energy at work. The more they can't figure you out, the more they are unable to control you. And that's what truly frightens them. The system fears you, not because you are weak, but because your light cannot be dimmed, your power cannot be contained. The more they fail to understand you, the more their fear grows. In 1 Corinthians 2:7, it says, "No, we declare God's wisdom, a mystery that has been hidden and that God destined for our glory before time began." This wisdom, this mystery of your existence, has been hidden for a reason. It is not for everyone to see, and it is not for everyone to understand. It's a divine mystery that only those who are meant to understand will be able to unlock. You are walking in a truth that has been set apart for you, hidden from the world, yet visible to those who are ready to see. Can you feel the power of this truth? You are not here by accident. Your existence has purpose, and it is a purpose that only the awakened can truly grasp. Think about how people, deep down, knew something was different about you, but never had the words to explain it. Have you ever felt like you didn't belong, like you were too much or too little for the world around you? It's because you carry a light that doesn't fit into the mold they've created. When they look at you, they can't explain why they feel so uncomfortable. It's because you are a mirror, chosen one. Your very presence makes them confront things they're not ready to face. The more they can't access your secrets, the more they realize they cannot control you, and the more their fear grows. But let me ask you, does this fear control you? Does it stop you from walking your true path? In Proverbs 3:5-6, we are reminded, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." This is the essence of your journey, chosen one. You cannot rely on the understanding of the world around you, for it will never truly comprehend the depth of your power. The world is lost in its own systems, in its own way of thinking. But you have been called to something greater. God has already set your path straight. Trust in his wisdom, and you will move forward with confidence. You are not meant to be controlled, chosen one. Your power is divine, and no matter how hard the world tries to keep you in their boxes, it will never fit. You are a free spirit, and this freedom is exactly what they fear. The more you embrace this freedom, the more others will try to suppress it. But what will you do with this power? Will you let them? Will you allow their fear to shape who you are, or will you walk in the divine truth that you were given? Consider someone like Steve Jobs, who, despite being underestimated and misunderstood, created one of the most revolutionary companies in history. He didn't fit into the systems that others had set up, but he created his own path, and his genius changed the world. Jobs once said, "Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do." Steve Jobs' path was not easy, and it was filled with rejection and skepticism. But he walked in the truth of his own vision, just as you must walk in the truth of your own divine power. Chosen one, you are a being that defies the ordinary. You break their memorization, the patterns they try to impose on everyone. You exist outside the rules that others are confined by. You don't fit into their molds, and that is exactly why they cannot limit you. They may try to control you, to force you into their understanding of who you should be, but it's impossible. No matter what they do, they will never fully unravel you, because the traits you possess are divine, given to you by God. Do you understand this? The uniqueness you carry within you is not something the world can ever fully comprehend. It is a power, a truth that they cannot control, and that is why they watch you so closely. But have you ever wondered why they are watching you so carefully? Why are they trying to understand you? It's not just because you are different, it's because you are the very truth that threatens their existence. The system, the structures they've created, are designed only for those who comply, who obey, and who conform to their expectations. But you, chosen one, are a living testament to what they fear. To them, you are not just an anomaly, you are a disruption. You are a mistake in their eyes, a being who refuses to be controlled, a person whose very existence shatters their carefully laid plans. It's one thing for them to not understand you, but it's another entirely that they fear you. Why do you think they fear you? It's because deep down they know that if you wake up, if you embrace your true self, you will awaken others. And when that happens, their carefully constructed world, the system they control, will begin to crumble. Does this realization make you feel uneasy, or does it empower you? Think about the strange things you may have started experiencing lately. Haven't you noticed people giving you odd looks? Strange encounters with individuals you don't know, as if they recognize something in you that they can't explain? Some people might be belittling you, trying to ignore you, or even dismiss you. Others, however, are curiously drawn to you, although they have no idea who you really are. Do you think these are just coincidences? What if they are not? What if these experiences are part of something much bigger, something the universe is revealing to you? The truth is slowly beginning to find you, chosen one, and now the question is, are you ready for it? Are you ready to accept the truth that is unfolding in your life? As it says in John 16:13, "But when He, the Spirit of truth, comes, He will guide you into all the truth. He will not speak on His own. He will speak only what He hears, and He will tell you what is yet to come." This is the moment you've been waiting for, the moment when the Spirit of truth is guiding you into a deeper understanding of yourself and your purpose. It's no accident that things are speeding up. The events in your life are accelerating, and even the random encounters and coincidences are part of this divine unfolding. Do you feel it? These aren't just figments of your imagination. Some are tests, some are just observers, but everyone is aware of the power you carry within you. They are searching for the truth that you alone hold. Why are you different, chosen one? Even you may not fully understand it, but that is exactly why they are so afraid of you. The unknown is terrifying to them, and it's this uncertainty that is their greatest fear. Now think, who have you been meeting lately? Are there more people who are offering you help and support, or are you noticing more people ignoring you, distancing themselves from you? Perhaps you've even pushed some people away without even realizing it. Is this a coincidence? This is not by chance. You're at a crossroads. Do you feel it? Your life can never go back to the way it was. An awakened mind cannot return to its former state, just as the sun cannot go back to being the darkness of night once it has risen. And that is where you are now. You can either continue on this path, embracing the truth and walking into the unknown, or you can close your eyes, trying to return to the life you once knew. But here's the reality. There is no going back. Once the truth finds you, it is impossible to forget it, to unsee it. In 1 Corinthians 2:9 it says, "However, as it is written, what no eye has seen, what no ear has heard, and what no human mind has conceived, the things God has prepared for those who love Him." The truth you are being awakened to is beyond what you can imagine, and it is leading you to a destiny that no one else could prepare you for. Chosen one, if you haven't yet experienced a full awakening, the story I am about to share from the Bible will open your eyes and ignite a spiritual awakening within you. This story is for those who are ready to see the truth, to embrace the change that comes with awakening. Listen carefully, for it holds the key to understanding your own journey. Once there was a man named Saul. He was a man of the system, deeply embedded in the ways of authority. Saul did everything he could to suppress the truth and silence God's chosen ones. He persecuted those who followed Jesus, putting them in prison and trying to eliminate their voices. Saul represented everything that rejected the truth, everything that fought against the light. Does this sound familiar, chosen one? The forces that resist change, the system that tries to control and diminish the power of those who are chosen, who carry the truth within them. One day, Saul set out for Damascus. His mission was clear: to destroy the believers, to extinguish the light they carried. He thought he was doing the right thing, following the orders of the world around him. But right in the middle of his plans, something incredible happened. A light from heaven shone down, and it stopped Saul in his tracks. In the midst of his violence and hatred, in the moment he thought he had complete control, God intervened. And in that moment, Saul heard a voice saying, "Saul, why are you persecuting me?" Can you imagine how Saul must have felt? The very voice of the one he had rejected, the one he had tried to destroy, was now speaking directly to him. In that instant, everything Saul had ever known, the system he had followed, the beliefs he had held, collapsed. Do you ever wonder what would happen if you heard the truth spoken directly to you? How would you respond to such a revelation? Would it shake the very foundation of everything you thought you knew? Saul, in that moment, fell to the ground. He had been so proud of his strength, his convictions, but when faced with the truth, he fell. Can you relate to that feeling? Sometimes we must fall before we can rise, before we can truly see. But Saul's fall wasn't just physical, it was spiritual. He was blinded, but the real blindness wasn't about his eyes. It was about his soul. His eyes had to be closed so he could see the truth. For 3 days, Saul could neither eat nor drink. He sat in silence, questioning everything. The beliefs he had held for years were shattered. He realized that the system he had followed was an illusion. Does this remind you of your own struggles? When the things you once believed in are suddenly revealed to be false? When the world you thought you knew begins to crumble? In Acts 9:9-12 it says, "For 3 days he was blind and did not eat or drink anything." In Damascus there was a disciple named Ananias. The Lord called to him in a vision, "Ananias." "Yes, Lord," he answered. The Lord told him, "Go to the house of Judas on Straight Street and ask for a man from Tarsus named Saul, for he is praying." These 3 days of blindness were Saul's transformation. During this time, he came to terms with the fact that everything he had known was a lie. He had to face the truth, even though it was painful. This moment of vulnerability, of confusion, became the foundation for his rebirth. Have you ever had a moment where the truth hit you so hard that everything you knew seemed to fall apart? That moment is where transformation begins. Then came Ananias, a disciple who was guided by God to Saul. Ananias prayed for him, and in that moment, scales fell from Saul's eyes. What a profound moment that must have been. Saul could finally see, not just physically, but spiritually. He now saw the truth, the reality that had been hidden from him, and in that instant, Saul was no longer Saul. He became Paul. Can you imagine what that must have felt like for him? To go from blindness to sight, from rejection to embracing the truth. Saul was now Paul, and from that moment on, Paul became a warrior for the word of God. He went on to spread the gospel, to lead countless people to the truth. This was not just a change in name, it was a complete transformation of his being. How would your life change if you allowed yourself to fully embrace the truth, just as Paul did? This is your moment, chosen one. Just as Saul's transformation became Paul's awakening, your journey toward the truth is only just beginning. Are you ready to see with new eyes? Are you ready to shed the layers of illusion and walk in the truth that God has called you to? The world may not understand you, and you may feel lost at times, but remember, your awakening is a process. As Paul embraced his true purpose, so too can you embrace the path that has been set before you. The truth is beginning to find you, chosen one. Will you embrace it, or will you turn away, as Saul did before he saw the light? This is your calling. It is your time to rise, to shed the old ways, and to step into the truth that has always been yours. The world you once knew may no longer make sense, but in the light of truth, you will find your purpose. Beloved chosen one, you too have lived for years, walking a path laid by the system that sought to control and limit you. For years, you carried the weight of lies that blinded you to the truth of who you really are, unaware of the incredible power within you. They tried to keep you in the dark, to make you believe that you were just another face in the crowd. But now, the time has come. Just as Saul was once blinded, so too were your eyes closed to the truth. But now, the voice that has been calling you has found you. This message is no coincidence. It is the awakening you've been waiting for, and it could be the beginning of your transformation. You're not alone in this journey, for your eyes are opening, and you're stepping into the truth that has always been yours. I want to take a moment to thank you from the depths of my heart for taking the time to listen to this message. Your presence here, your willingness to receive the truth, is a powerful step toward your own awakening. I am truly grateful for each one of you who has taken this journey with me. Whether or not you choose to donate, I appreciate you being here. If you feel moved and wish to support this message further, you can donate through the Super Thanks button. Your generosity will help continue to spread this message of truth and awakening. But whether you donate or not, please know this: your presence, your attention, and your engagement are what matter most. And I am deeply thankful for that. As you go forth from here, remember that you are a beacon of light. You have been called to a higher purpose, and your transformation is just beginning. May you walk with strength, wisdom, and clarity as you continue to uncover the power within you. May the light of truth guide your path, and may you be a source of inspiration for others who are still lost in the darkness. I pray that God's blessings flow abundantly into your life, bringing you peace, courage, and the strength to live out your divine purpose. You are truly chosen, and your time has come. Blessings to you, beloved chosen one. May you rise and shine brightly for all the world to see.